Welcome to the 30 days React coding challenge designed specifically for React beginners. Over the next 30 days, you would learn React by building projects. Each day, we would build a functional project that would teach you core React components like props, states, effects, routing, and many more. By the end of the 30 days challenge, you'll be a much better React developer. This is day two, and we're building image slider from scratch. So we're going to build this amazing image slider. The image slider itself is at the center. You can see the image of a cloth. We have an icon here and we have an icon on the right side as well. So if you click on the right icon, it's going to change the image to the next image. If I click on this as well, you can see if I click on the left icon, it will take me back to the previous image. If I click on this, it will take me back to the first image. So this is what we're basically going to build in this tutorial. Let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is to open up Code Editor. I'm going to be using VS Code. Then you navigate to Terminal, click on New Terminal. We're going to be creating our project folder in the terminal. So on Git Bash. So right here, we're going to change directory to desktop. And then we're going to create our project folder, npm create vit at latest image slider hyphen template react. Then you press enter. Ensure you're connected to the internet. And the next thing you need to do now is to change directory to the project folder, cd image slider. Then we're going to install React dependencies, npm install. Press enter as well. So now that we've installed React dependencies, we're going to type in code space full stop. Then you press enter. This is going to open your project folder in a new window. This is the project folder now. So I'm going to close this one and I'm going to expand this. Okay, so now we have everything set. We're going to navigate to our terminal, open a new terminal. We're going to first install React icons because we're going to be using icons in this project. You're going to type in React icons. So once you're on this website, npmjs.com/package/react icons, you're going to copy this installation code and we're going to paste it in our terminal. So we're going to, this is installing React icons right here. We have every other thing in place. So while this is installing, we need to get the images that we're going to use in the slide. So we're going to be using these 4 images. So I'm going to copy the image and I'm going to paste it in the assets folder that we have here. Okay, so our React icon has installed successfully. Now we need to start our server, npm run dev. Press enter. Okay, let's see. If you check package log.json, you're going to see our React icon has been installed. Okay. All right, so let's view our React app in local browser. All right, so you can see this is the default React app. The button is working, every other thing is working. Let me just, okay, so for our app.jsx, I'm going to try and make a change. Let me collapse this more. So where we have Vits plus React, I'm going to type in subscribe to my channel. Let's see. You can see it's right here, subscribe to my channel. This is a reminder once again for you to subscribe to my channel. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel. It takes nothing to subscribe, and I promise you there will be lots of amazing tutorial on this channel. Okay, so let's get to work. The very next step is clean up. We need to clean the entire default React app so that we can create our own personalized React app. So Ctrl A, then we're going to press backspace. This is going to delete the entire thing that we have. Then we're going to type in a key REFC, which is going to give us React snippets. To use that, you need to have this extension. You need to have this extension, EX7 React Redux React Native extension. Do well to install this extension. You're just going to search it up here in extension and you're going to get it, EX7 plus React Redux React Native extension. So if you have that extension and you type in REFC, this is going to create React snippets for you. Okay, and our app.css, we're not going to use this at all. So I'm going to delete it. Everything we have in our index.css as well. I'm going to delete the entire thing, Ctrl A, delete. Then in our source folder, we're going to create the folder for our image slider. Image slider. In the folder, we're going to create 2 files, the JSX and CSS files. So we're going to have image slider That's GSX. I'm just going to copy this image slider. Okay, press enter. Then we'll create another file, image slider.css. Press enter as well. In the GSX file, we're going to type in REFC to create React snippets. Press enter. Then we're going to mount our image slider right here. Okay, so the only thing we should see now here should be image slider. If I change the text that we have in image slider to subscribe to my channel, we should see the text right here. Okay, so let's work on our image slider. The first thing we need to do is to import all the images into our GSX file. So I'm going to import image 1. I'm going to name it image 1 from // asset folder / the name of the image is kid2.jpg. So instead of having to retype, I'm just going to copy this, paste it 3 times, and this is going to be image 2. And the next image that we have is kid6. This is going to be image 3. The next image itself will be 9. This is going to be image 4. And the next thing we have is image 10. Okay, now another thing we need to do is to create the array that is going to store the image, that is going to store all of the images. So we're going to have const images will be equal to, the first image is image 1, image 2, image 3, and image 4. Okay, we're going to use all these images later on in the tutorial. Then the next thing now would be to create the function that will be responsible for sliding to the next and sliding to the previous image. Okay, so before that, we need to track the image index. So we're going to create a state variable that is going to store that, and a setter function that is going to update the index of any image. So we're going to have const image index, that is the state variable, and the setter function sets image index, sets img, okay, index. And by default, the index is going to be 0. Now we can now write our function. The first function we're going to write is the function to go to the previous image in the slider. So we're going to have const. I'm going to name the function previous slide. It's going to be an arrow function, and it's not going to take any parameter. In the function, we're going to update the current index state using the previous index. And then, so let's do that first. Set image index with the previous index. We're going to pass previous index. Okay. Then we're going to use a ternary operator to check if the current index in the first image is in the array. If the current index is the first image in the array, that means the current index is going to be the previous index, right? If it is the first image in the array, then we're going to go to the last image in the array. Otherwise, it will move one step back. So basically, this is what I'm saying. If previous index is the current index in the array, current index right here is 0, right? Then we want to go to the last image. We're going to have images. We check the length of the image, dot length -1. Otherwise, it should move one step back. So the previous index -1. The previous index being the current index -1. That means it should go back to the previous image. So this is the function to move to the previous image. Now we're going to create the function to move the image to the next image in the slider. And we're going to name that next slide. So we're going to have const next slide. We'll do the same thing. Set image index. We'll pass previous index. And right here, we're still going to use the ternary operator to check. If the current index is the last image in the array, go to the first image, which is in the 0. Otherwise, move to the next image. So we're just going to do the same thing. If previous index equals 0, we're going to do images dot length. No, I made a mistake. We're checking if the previous index. Okay, this is not it. All right, what we need to do here is if the current index is the last image in the array, we want to go to the first image, which is index 0. Otherwise, we want to move to the next image. So we're going to check if the previous index equals images dot length minus 1. That means if it is the last image in the array, right, then it should go back to the first image, which has index 0. Otherwise, it should move a step forward. So we're going to add 1, previous index plus 1 in this case. Okay, now that we have our function, we can now start styling. We can now start building our UI. Okay, for this div tag, I'm going to give it a class name of slide container. Then we're going to have another div tag, slide. Inside the div tag, we're going to have an image, and then we're going to have two buttons, which would be represented by the left and right arrow. We're going to give the button a class name, arrow. Okay, I'm going to separate these two buttons properly. So for this image, we're going to pass our images array, and we're going to pass the image index as well, so that it can display images by their index number. And this image is also going to take a class name of slide image. Now for the buttons, the first button is going to take the arrow icon. So I'm just going to type in arrow. Because I've installed React icon, React is going to suggest list of icon that matches with the keyword arrow. So I'm just going to choose from this. So arrow left is what I'm going to type, and I'm going to use this arrow, this icon right here. And if you head here, you can see that it has been imported. Okay, so this is for the first one. The second one will be for right, arrow right. Okay, if you go back here as well, you can see it has been imported as well. All right, so we have the left and the right arrow, but the button has a function that it needs to take, right? You need to ensure that when the user clicks on the left arrow, which is also the left button, the previous image should be displayed. So we're going to use an onClick function, onClick, then we're going to call the previous slide function. For the right arrow, onClick, next slide function will be called. Okay, we have this now. This is what we should currently have on our screen. This is the first image. If I click on this is the second image. If I click on this is the third image. Click on this is the fourth. If I click on backward, back, you can see what we have now. Now let's style this so that it can look like this. To style, we need to import our CSS file into our JSX file. I'm going to import /image slider.css. Then we're going to open our CSS file. So we'll start by styling the slide container. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it right here. So for the slide container, display will be flex, justify content center, align item center. We're going to set the height to 100 VH, and we're going to set the background to this color code. Then we're going to style the next thing, which is the slide itself. Position of this will be relative. We'll set the width to 80%. And we're going to set the max width to 600 pixels. And overflow will be set to hidden. Border radius will be set to 1 rem. Then next thing is the slide image. So for the slide image, we're going to set the width to 100%. We'll set the height to 500 pixels. We're going to set display to block. Then we'll set border radius to 1 rem. Then we're going to add transition, all 0.5 seconds using Alt. Next thing is the arrow. We're going to set the position of this to absolute. Then top, we take 50%. Transform, translate 50%, minus 50%. The background color would be black. Border will be none. The font size, we take 1.8 rem. Padding, we take 0.6 rem for the width and height. Then we'll set the cursor to pointer. The border radius, we'll take 50%. The text color, which is the icon color, would be white. Set index, we're going to set that to 10. Transition, all 0.3 seconds is. Okay, so currently this is what we have. The arrow is not pointing, is not on the right place. So we need to add a class name for each of them. So this is going to take left. We're going to give this a class name of right so that we can style each of them separately. So right here we're going to have dot arrow dot left. For the left icon, we'll set the left to 20 pixels. Then dot arrow dot right, we'll set the right of this as well to 20 pixels. So now we should have this. Okay, so if we click on this, you can see the images are sliding with no problem. Okay, so this is the end of this tutorial. Please like, share, subscribe. See you on the next one.